Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am going to be doing a review of the Aaliyah and M.A.C collection. So I pretty much made sure to get the entire collection. I actually had to buy it from both the M.A.C website and then M.A.C. So in the collection, there's a bunch of lip liners, lipsticks, lip glosses, eyeshadows, and then a bronzing. So I have a couple of pet peeves about this collection, just in general. One of my things about this is back then in like the 90s, makeup wasn't that big of a thing like how it is now, where you look on someone's Instagram and you're like, oh my god, like the talent that's out there and the level of what is considered great makeup is something completely different from what it was like in the 90s. I tell you, you know, when I look at some girls and the level of how good some of you guys are, I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot believe you are 14 years old and you can slay your cut crease and all this and that, because I couldn't do it. And I'm actually planning on doing like a how I did my makeup in high school video, and it's not going to be the greatest thing, because back then, like I said, if you Google like 90s makeup, it was more like of a grunge, maybe a smoky eye thing. We didn't have, you know, in our defense, we didn't have YouTube and social media to kind of like base what our makeup looks like, or, you know, even tutorials, even if it's the pictorials. We didn't have that. That was my first thing with it. This collection, I feel like, I mean, I guess it's appropriate because they only have so many eyeshadows and bronzer and then the lipsticks, which, you know, is pretty much where I remember being as far as like makeup back then. So, but my one big pet peeve about this collection is, and I know what everybody's talking about, there's this bronzing powder, it's called Baby Girl, and Aaliyah had a very, very dark, well, it was like a medium complexion, but it was definitely darker than this bronzing powder. So I went ahead and looked at it. I was like, this looks more like a highlighter, and in the 90s we didn't highlight. This one has her signature across the compact, and if I go ahead and swatch it to be a bronzing powder, it's even pretty light for my skin. There's a little bit of glitter in it, so that's why I'm like, well, maybe she could have used it for highlighter, but like I said, highlighting wasn't a thing back then. All the packaging comes in this pretty maroon packaging, and the eyeshadows are kind of the one where I'm like, okay, we can do something with this. Another pet peeve I have about this collection is the fact that I know that it was rather inexpensive, but there's still no mirror. And I'm like, it's, you know, at this day and age, we should have a pretty decent sized mirror inside of the compacts. And this one could fill like this entire part here, and it would be great. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want to grab an eyeshadow palette and then be like, oh, okay, wait, I need to go find a mirror now, or I need to use another palette. It would just be really convenient just to have it all in one, and a decent sized mirror. So the colors in here, there's like, I don't even think there's names on this. Just this eyeshadow times 9. So as you can see, it's like a silver. This is like a dark gray. It's a fuchsia, like a darker rust color. It's like a dark tan color. Medium brown. This is like that couture shade I was saying, rust, and then a black color. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the Dome Crease Brush from Sephora, and I'm gonna dip it in that middle shade. Now there's quite a bit of fallout, if you can see, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that right in my crease. So just like most, pretty much every single M.A.C eyeshadow I've ever used, it is, you know, the quality is very good. It's all, you know, the quality is good. And so I kind of just want to tell you guys what I remember of Aaliyah. She was noted as like the princess of R&B. She used to, I know she was really good friends with Missy Elliott, and they absolutely adored her. She was, to them, she was the biggest sweetheart. Everybody said that she was this, you know, basically she was an angel. She had made a lot of songs. She starred in a couple movies, to include Queen of the Damned as Akasha, who was pretty much, wasn't the main character, but the movie title Queen of the Damned was about her. about Akasha. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a domed eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take that darker brown color. Before I go back to the movie, so the thing with the makeup from the 90s, like I said, there wasn't much. It was more, it wasn't that like technique. It was more of like a grungy, smoky look. So, you know, but we're gonna do a little modern twist on it. I'm probably gonna cut my crease somewhere along the lines. So I'm just going and I'm just windshield wiper motions a little bit lower and deeper into my crease, and that's with the darker brown color. So she was okay. So her songs, she's been singing, I believe, since she was like 14, 15. There were a bunch of rumors around her, to include she was married to R. Kelly. I don't know if it's true. That was just what I heard when I was growing up. And then their wedding or their marriage got annulled. There was also the rumor that she had a glass eye, and that was why she always had her hair covering part of her face. That one, I'm like, I feel like that's just like some bullying issue going on, and yeah. But you know, beyond all those little rumors that that were circulating back then, she just continued to build a name for herself. She didn't let any of that get to her, and somebody used the darker color. And I'm looking at it right now. It's not the darkest black I've ever seen, but it's, you know, but when I actually put it on, it actually looks pretty black. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that in the outer corner here. She didn't succumb to the rumors, and you know what, and after all that stuff, as she got older and she started creating more songs, it's just, that's why I'm kind of like, it's one of those things where when I heard it, I'm like, this has just got to be a rumor. Like, nobody's confirmed it, and you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna use a smaller domed eyeshadow brush to kind of just blend this out. She was filming the final video she ever shot was for the song Rock the Boat, and it was filmed in the Bahamas, and as her and her team wrapped it up, they finished like a day earlier, and they just wanted to get out of there. They wanted to be back in the US like as soon as possible. So there was a smaller aircraft that came to pick them up, and it ended up they ended up overpacking it, and they had like one more person on that plane than they initially had on a bigger plane that they flew in with, and not even like 200 feet after takeoff, the plane crashed, and everybody on board had passed. So it was Aaliyah and like, I believe it was like family, friends, people from the shoot, people from her record company. There was a bunch of people there, and you know, it was really unfortunate. When they did the review later, the pilot wasn't even authorized to fly. He forged documents. Like, supposedly the pilot was drinking. He had like alcohol, and like they tested positive for alcohol and cocaine use. And this video that she shot was one of those things changing what we knew about her. What you saw of her, she was always, you know, into like, you know, like little crop tops, baggy pants, you know, wearing shoes, and then her hair was like 6 straight. But for this video, she had like a skirt on, you know, it was lighter colors. It wasn't like dark black, reds. You know, it was so, like I said, it was lighter colors, and you know, her hair was curly. She was we were seeing a softer side to Aaliyah. And so now I'm going into this silver shade right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it on right here. And I'm using this flat brush from Cosette. And this is dry without any water. You know, I'm just using a dry brush to apply this. And it just shows you, I mean, this is M.A.C, so I wasn't doubting the quality of their makeup, because I feel like M.A.C set the standard for a lot of makeup. It reached a bigger audience than most brands had done. And you know, although now there's a lot of competition out there and a lot of really good makeup brands who, you know, their quality is comparable to the MAC products, but MAC is still one of those brands. Yes, they're having issues right now as far as, like, you know, not being cruelty free, but from what I read, they don't condone it, but some of the facilities that they use to make the makeup, what I think I read was they were in a facility that also, you know, tested on animals, but not their products or something like that. I don't know, it's on the website. Like I said before, I'm trying to go more like a 90s look, and in 90s we didn't do cut creases. We didn't do any of that fancy stuff that, you know, people do nowadays. So I'm trying to definitely go for a more smoky grunge look. So eyebrow bone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that silver right underneath there. My younger audience that's out there, you know, you just finished high school, or, you know, you're still in high school. Like, did you guys listen to Aaliyah, any of her songs? Do your parents listen to that? So some of my favorite songs from Aaliyah, there's a lot of them, but off the top of my head I can think of right now, At Your Best, which came out like early. It's an early Aaliyah. She probably wasn't even 18 yet. And then later on, A 4-Page Letter. So now I'm gonna go into the eyeliners. I'm really trying to cut down my video times because I want to I'm trying to like challenge myself and keep it under about under 15 minutes or somewhere around there. So the two colors, so one is Follow Your Heart, and it's a red color. Wow, it's a really nice red actually. It's a red color right there. And then Nevermore, which is a black. Like a, yeah, so it's a black. I am going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna line my lips with the black, and I'm gonna try to do like the two-tone lip that was very popular back when I was a kid, or back when I was growing up, and it was there's 4 lipsticks. It's called Hot Like, Street Thing, More Than a Woman, and Try Again. So this is Try Again. That one. This one's Hot Like. More Than a Woman. Alright, this might be the winner right here. Yeah, it's like a burgundy color. So far, that's kind of the one I'm going for right now. I know I look crazy right now, it's okay. Oh, this is like a black. I don't think of what movie or what music video was it she wore, or something like that. So it's actually not, it's like almost like a sheer black. So it's not black. All right, I'm gonna use the burgundy one because that's where I thought I was going with this. And I am going to go into that that magenta fuchsia looking color. As far as the silver goes, it's good. I just want to deepen it up a little, so I wet that brush, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it just to get that color more vibrant. I'm just patting it on. I'm going to take that pencil brush again and go in with that dark color, and towards the end here I'm going to go ahead and line the outsides. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Tarte dual-ended brush, and as much as I don't want to use this because I don't feel like this is something that would have been in Aaliyah's collection. Actually, it's another pet peeve, and a lot of people have this pet peeve because there's no way she could use this for a bronzer. Go ahead and just give some warmth to my face. Now it's a little, it works a little bit for me because I'm way lighter than she is, but it's still, it's not even doing that much. So if you guys have this collection, which product from here do you like the most? Like, and I say which product, I mainly mean which color. Because we all know the quality of M.A.C, and it's pretty, you know, they're pretty standard as far as their quality, and it's pretty consistent. So which item from the collection do you guys like? Okay. Let me go ahead and swatch this before I go and put on some lashes. So the colors are Brooklyn Born, 1 in a Million, Lily's Motor City, and At Your Best You Are. One of my favorite songs from her, like I said earlier. So as far as the lip glosses go, we have 1 in a Million, which is like a really deep plum, almost brown color with blue reflective sparkles in it. Then we have Brooklyn Born, which is a really pretty beige with you know, glitter inside of it as well. And we have At Your Best You Are, which is a, you know, it's a deep burgundy color. And then this last one, Lily's Motor City. And then the last one, Lily's Motor City, is like this peachy orange color. But for this look, I'm gonna go ahead and use Brooklyn. So because I don't want to get any of this darker product into and mix it into the lip glosses or the lip glosses from any company, I like to put it on my finger and then apply it that way, because when you apply this and you put the wand back inside, it tends to change the color of it. So now I'm going to go off camera, put on some eyeliner, put some lashes on. I might put some highlighter on, I'm not sure. Actually, you know what I really want to do? I really want to put some real bronzer on my face. That's what I want to do. So I'll be ready. I'm back. I went ahead and finished up my makeup by putting on some lashes, doing my eyeliner, you know, yada yada yada. Overall, my review of this is positive. The only thing in this collection where I feel like you really, not even that you don't even need it, there's no purpose for it because of the color, is the bronzing powder. This, I wish they went darker. I wish you could really use it to bronze up your face at, you know, for somebody who isn't just, you know, in the medium shade range, for, you know, deeper complexions. That's, if this collection was intended to mimic Aaliyah's makeup bag collection, I really doubt that she ever had this color in there. So, you know, but overall the colors are pretty on point. If you go ahead and Google Aaliyah and you see any of her pictures or her music videos, the makeup is more of a smoky, grungy look from the 90s. And even this right now is more than what she would have normally wore. If you look at her old videos, she was always about like the lip products, and then, you know, just accentuating her beautiful eyelashes, and there might be some color on there, but there wasn't really like this whole like cut crease thing going on. Definitely wasn't a 90s thing. So yes, I recommend it. Some of these colors, like especially this one, I see myself using after. Please let me know what you guys thought of the video. Did you guys go ahead and grab this collection? Did you feel the same way I did about the bronzing powder? Was there anything else from this collection you did not like? Just go ahead and leave that in the comments down below, and until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.